This is a 460 King Class locomotive made by Italian manufacturer Lima Trains, introduced, I believe, in 1978. This was part of a bundle of 00 gauge locos that I purchased from a friend and his wife. For its age, this has held up fair in its condition with very little detail damage and still runs. However, this loco, being well over 45 years old, was in need of a service. The loco's bell had come off whilst transporting it home. However, a pinch amount of superglue and a steady press was all it needed. Next, it was time to look over the motor. This being a tender-driven loco, it's powered by a Ringfield motor with carbon brushes, and as I'm familiar with Hornby Ringfield motors, this was a straightforward job. The brushes are carefully removed and put aside so they don't go missing. The base keeper plate is taken off to gain access to the commutator, which draws in the electricity from the brushes. It's cleaned thoroughly with a fiberglass pencil, and any remaining dirt is removed with a suitable contact solvent dipped in a cotton bud. Turning to the other side, the gears are disassembled and the rear base is cleaned of its old grease and oil. The gears are replaced and the base keeper plate is reattached. A drop of fresh lubrication oil and grease is placed and worked into the gears. Before the brushes are replaced, they too are cleaned with contact solvent. The single traction tyre on the tender is fairly worn. Though it's a little big, I've replaced it for now with a spare Hornby tyre. With the motor entirely reassembled, a pair of crock clips attached to a power controller gives the newly refurbished motor its first test, followed by a fully reassembled test on the rolling road. The loco's main drive wheels are given a drop of lubrication oil on each of its moving parts, followed by a quick test run around the layout. In reassembling the loco and tender body shells, with the clips missing off the tender, it's had to be placed back on with hot glue. Finally, the main loco body had one screw missing, but a simple replacement now fully reattaches it. With the exception of a missing front coupling, with everything now secured and serviced, King George II in its experimental BR blue livery is now rolling around the layout just as it would have done over 45 years ago. Until the next restoration, thank you for watching, and thanks to Rob and Sash for the loco, now running grand again.